Hello everyone, welcome back to another video here on the Aviator channel. Today we're taking Alaska Airlines flight to 1982 from Portland up to Seattle. Very quick flight, 38 minutes en route today. Thought I would just share this video today just because it's such a unique experience to be able to fly on such a aircraft of this capacity on a route that is so short like that. Personally in real life I've flown the route on the Embraer 175 and it's very quick. They don't even have a time to do a service on the Embraer, so you don't even probably get a service on the 737. So looks like we're blocking about 9,500 pounds of fuel today, taking it up to 20,000 feet. We'll probably be up there for about 2.5 minutes, and then we'll be right back down. So we'll hop right in the cockpit here, get this thing all fired up and ready to go, and we'll be up and on our way. So I left the airplane in a long, like a long turnaround state, so we can get it all fired up nice and quickly here. Just so it's pretty easy for all of us. Just kind of how the crew would leave it if we were just showing up to the airplane after sitting for about an hour or so. So 20,000 feet in there, don't forget about that. Seattle, we'll put it in there. We'll get the APU started up here. Get that configured properly. Okay, we'll take it down to the handy dandy FMS here. We're in a 300ER, that is correct. We are at, let's see if we can actually pull this up here. And gate 11. Let's try Charlie 11. Nope, doesn't like either of those. But we're at Charlie 11 and everything matches up there. We are going Portland to Seattle. Go ahead and request that. There's the routes. And we'll tell them we're good to start boarding. Road uplink is available. I'll open the back door now. And we'll get ready to do our fuel load and stuff. So go ahead and activate. We'll confirm all our waypoints afterwards. So fuel is 95.62. With a little bit of extra to work with for the APU burn here on the ground. Payload is 132.4. Will be 0 fuel weight. So pretty light for the most part on this flight today. Alaska 1982. The time of recording this video, the real flight is actually departing in 44 minutes, so we'll probably just beat it out. Departure out of Portland today is going to be conducted off of, it's probably going to spit out 10 right here, but it's going to be 10 left just because of where we're going. Actually, I'm trying to remember what runway we went off of in Portland. Oh, we went off at 28 left, so if anything, it'll be 10 right. So yeah, we will be going over to 10 right. No departure, so I'll probably say the Portland one, just to make sure, probably the vectored SID. That's what we're looking for. The Portland one is a vectored SID, so we will be using the Portland one. Arrival in the Seattle. Seattle, according to this, is landing southbound, so we'll be landing on 16 right on the Hawk 7 via Krieg. I don't know where I'm going to extend it out to yet. We'll take a look here in a moment. Just judging by where the ILS 16 right is going to be. That's the RNAV, oops. We'll draw it out from CBIX, just to give us a little bit of a final there. So all that's good in there. We'll verify it. So it'll be the Portland one, vectors to Kluga, then to Krieg for the Hawk 7 into the 16s, and then it says it's going to be direct CBIX for the ILS 16 right. Go ahead and load our weights in here as required. Just gotta see what our mins are. 2.3 for the reserves today, which our reserves are right back to Portland. So if we don't see Seattle, we're going right back to Portland, but the sun is shining today. 47 on the cost index, up to 20,000 feet. Wind sitting up there is 276 at 43. Performance for departure now. Let me just do this. You'll probably see me every time I do a video. You'll see me blowing something of that sort in. Performance for our departure out of here today for the Portland wind. Showing 360 at 5. So we'll weight and balance. We'll read from aircraft. Fuel. For the burn on the taxi. 375 is what I've programmed for in here. Burn for the planned trip of 3786. We'll compute that. Airport search. KPDX. Off of 10 right, conditions are dry. Winds are 350 at 360 at 5 actually. OAT outside sitting at 13 Celsius, very nice day. 3027, nice high pressure sitting in the area. We'll use takeoff, optimal flaps, AC on, off. And for some reason it's brought my weight away. There we go. Calculate. D-rate for 66. Flaps 5. So we'll do 66, flaps 5, right click for the trim setting, we'll throw 360 at 5, 0 slope. I am just going to adjust the acceleration altitude just a little bit here. 43, 43, 47, there we go, good stuff. Doors are ready for closure, that's good. Transfer over to APU now, and ground power's coming off. Okay, weights are good, are in there. We need to set 537 on the 534 on the trim. We'll get as close as we can. There we go. Everything's good there. So we'll go back. And take a look. So here we are at the airport. It's not showing me up on here, but we're sitting right here at Charlie 11. We're going to push back on the Tango, exit by Bravo 5 on the Bravo, cross the Bravo all the way down here for a 10 right departure. We will program our 8 cars now. And the reason why I'm doing this, I'm getting into the habit when PMDG Global Operations comes out that I'm ready for it. So KPDX, Seattle, time en route, what did I say, 36 minutes with forecast, 38 minutes in the air. 038, estimated time of departure, saying 20, 20 should work out nicely, 2320, we are in Alaska, nothing on the second page, good, and we will data link connect. Okay, let's look at some charts. I'll have these up on my other screen, but you guys will show you on here. So departure will be the Portland 1. We'll pull this up like this. So it is a vectored departure. Radar required. As you can see, how crazy how it's like takes you to one of the others on course here. So off of runway 10 right. Initial heading 103 to 500 feet. So let's set 103 in there. Routing done on assigned heading. Expect radar vectors to assigned route. To fix, maintain assigned altitude. Expect filed altitude within 10 minutes, or sorry, 5 minutes after departure. Notes off of 10 right. Doesn't look like they are any that I can see. I'm probably blind, just can't see them from this angle. I'll throw the Portland VOR, or the Battleground VOR, I guess, in here. 16.6. Just in case we need it. That we will. I'll do 2000, transponder to TA only for now. Good there. What am I missing here? Oh yes, altitude. So 20,000, because we don't have air traffic control today. 147. Flight vectors on. Arm VNav, LNav, auto brake RTO. Continue the scan down. Everything's good here. Trims set, brakes are set, comms are all set. It is an even day, so we'll go transponder 2. That looks good. I think we're set and ready to go. So we'll hop back at GSX pushing us back here. We'll be up and on our way. Okay, GSX to crest push back. There goes our jetway. Hop back inside because we have to turn some lights on.
Hello, Captain. We're ready for pushback.
4 pumps on. Hydraulics armed. Heat's on. The audience now on. We're now configured for the push.
Locking gear.
Block time 1 hour 3 minutes. Air time 38 minutes. We're gonna time this to the dot. Nose left, please.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted. Release sparking brakes. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
So while we push back here out of Portland, we'll start up here in a moment. We'll swing us around the corner. There's a little note I want to make here as we push back. I'll hop right back inside. So right down here at the end of the seat here, whatever you want to call it, it's where Horizon and SkyWest operate the Embraers and Dash 8s out of. No, well, not for SkyWest at least, but in real life, the scenery is outdated. You can actually go look at Google Earth. Google Earth is actually outdated. They actually have like a different setup there now at Portland. They're actively doing renovations, but it's kind of got a cool setup. So they have like 5 gates set up in a line for the Embraers. And when you board your flight, you all go to kind of the same gate, and then they say you're going to podium 4 or podium 3, whatever it is, and then as you go outside, it'll say like Portland this way, or like not Portland, it'll be like Seattle this way, and it like make sure you get on the right airplane. It's pretty cool. I can't remember. I think I went out I went out on the other side when I flew to Salt Lake City. I went out on the other side of this pier. But it's really cool to be able to look in the sim and see what you see in real life. So they do a really good job, these add-on developers.
Set parking brakes.
Okay, we'll set brakes.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
Confirm, even though the left side is starting up, just so you can start unhooking us. What I am going to do is, now we know it's a vector departure out of here, we are going to go here as well. For the arrival, so I'll edit the clip here quickly for Seattle. We're on the Hawk 7.
Unlocking gear.
We'll be doing the ILS 26 right? Sorry, 26 right, 16 right.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass maneuver.
And that's all we really need. So we'll complete that. We'll pull the Hawk 7 up. So we'll be pretty much transitioning right into this right away. So as you can see, Battleground is right on it right here. They have us going to a different point, so usually you can see the transitions is via like Battleground or Krieg. So as you can see, we can do the Krieg, and that's the one we're doing, is the Krieg transition on the Hawks.
Right is clear.
But there's several other ones that lead into this. So we're gonna head on out of Portland, which is somewhere just down here. Make a right-hand turn out while climbing up. Or not a left-hand turn, a right-hand turn. And then we'll join the arrival this way. So that's how they all do it. Trust me here. Okay, let's configure for the after start here. So 2 gens on. We're in a 900 series, so we don't need to touch those. Tax to auto off. Taxi light on, APU off. Flaps to 5. We've been given the signal. We are out of here. Like I said, we'll swing out here. I guess it's, I thought we were down near Bravo 5. I was on Bravo 4, we'll swing out here on. And then on to Bravo. Turn terrain on. There we go. See if we can see Mount. What is it? We'll see Mount Rainier. We'll also see Mount. What's it called? Mount St. Helens in the as well. Okay, clear on the left, clear on the right. Strobe go on. I am going to turn that view off, but you don't need to be getting 2 VR information. It would be nice to back up, but and back to beacon. So yes, as I was saying, it's as we're on a vectored SID, we would expect something from air traffic control. But if you go look at any flight aware track of any flight going up to Seattle from Portland, no matter where they go off of, even if they're going off 28s, it's like a right turn, or in this case, it's a long right turn around, like 270 degrees to get us on our home course heading. So they need to get us up to altitude, get us configured with everyone else, or get us sequenced in with everyone else going into Seattle, and get that spacing that they need. Because Seattle is not the quietest airport in the U.S., I can tell you that. So they definitely do have metering, or some people might refer to it as flow into Seattle, and I hear it all the time as somebody that flies out of Vancouver. we'll hear on the Addons, they'll be like, flow active for Seattle International Airport. And then you'll be like, okay, well, I guess people are getting metering times put into there today. So yeah, either way, we're in flight sim. It's a little bit different. We can kind of blast off whenever we want, so it's not really an issue there. So like I kept saying, 38 minutes up in the air. If I can keep it on the center line while I look at all this information here. No node TAMs really affecting the flight today. Should be relatively smooth for the most part. Maybe a couple bumps as we get right through about 17,000 feet or so. But right when we get on top, should be relatively smooth all the way in. It is a very nice day. If you're anywhere north of that, going towards Alaska today, it might be a little bit bumpy up in the higher flight levels, but for the most part, we should be smooth all the way up there. So. Wind up in Seattle. It is variable at 5 knots, 10 miles, scattered 3,700 feet, scattered 25,000. It is a little bit cooler, just sitting at 11 degrees Celsius. High pressure still in the area, not much of a change from here down in Portland. Like I said, alternate is back to Portland if we really need to come back here. Nothing dramatic to worry about, just a couple taxiway closures. Seattle, just looking here. A couple guard lights out by the looks of it. 16 left, 16 left, 34 right, and taxiway Bravo close to aircraft with more than 150 feet of wingspan. Okay, let me read that again. Taxiway Hotel between 16 left and 34 right, and taxiway Bravo. So between Hotel and Bravo, restricted to 150 feet or less. There is no 100 low light available at Seattle right now. Just some node TAMs for the RMPs here. Nothing too sketchy to worry about, but we'll worry about that when we get up in the air. So we're clear onto the runway. Oh, light her all up. Light it all up. Why not? The logo light has a pulse feature on it. That's interesting to know. Auto throttle the arm. Weather radar on. Here we go. Looking for stable EGT, which we're sitting there. N1 toga. A little forward pressure on the stick until about 80 knots. Just helps with the nose wheel steering here on the ground with the 737. Release that back pressure now.
V1. Rotate. V2.
Nice slow rotation, 2 to 3 degrees a second. There we go, we're in the air. Pitch for the flight directors now. Pause rate, gear up, LNAV is green. V2 plus 20. There we go. It's plugged the speed that we need, which we're sitting right at. Once we hit 1,000 feet, aircraft will pitch down for the reduction as we accelerate. There's acceleration. Up to 230, we'll schedule on retraction here once we hit 1,500 feet here in a moment. Which is now. We'll go into climb 1. We'll go Command A in. We're coming up to flaps 1 currently. And now flaps up. Airplane continuing to accelerate up to our 230 knots here initially. One thing I did forget to program in here was in our climb. Same 307, we want to do a 280 climb. Just to keep it nice and shallow. And then the descent, we'll be doing 280 in the descent as well. did forget to request my wins, so I will do that now. We are climbing out nicely. We'll select the airplane into a nice right-hand turn here, so we'll go about heading 230 for now. We'll tune it all up. There's our wings that we need. We're going to select. And we'll do our forecast as well. Putting our descent wings in now. Into the clouds we go. Pretty good view for you guys here. Okay, I'll keep the turn coming now. Get a little more direct. There's 10,000. To the airport here. Nav is available. So I think that's the idea, is to get the airplanes above the arrivals into Portland and get us out of, what's it called? Get us en route into the arrivals into Seattle. So, as you see, we're almost up to our cruising altitude right now. Here quickly. We're 5 minutes into it so far. Like I said, we're aiming for 38 minutes. With our transitions, we'll go to standard. And then we'll go wing lights off as well. Let people get around for a minute. I noticed when I flew this route, like, this in the Vancouver flight. So Portland to Seattle, very quick, as you see, like I said, 40 minutes. And then the Seattle to Vancouver flight, it's about the same, 35, 40, 45 minutes or so. Seatbelt sign didn't even come off, because by the time we got on top, we were getting ready to come right back down. It's such a quick operation. So as we'd be hitting cruise here, I can tell you, like, if I was flying in real life, we'd be doing our cruise checks and stuff, and then we'd be getting immediately ready to brief, because we're going down in about 60 miles. So no, it's calculated as a 0.69 Mach for this cruise, so still pretty good for 20,000 feet. Okay, so let's brief Seattle, the Hawk 7. By Krieger. So I'll get it so where you guys can see it as well. I won't zoom it in because I'm just going to ramble off on my other screen here. So from top left all the way to the bottom right, ATIS doesn't apply. Field elevation 432. So I'll throw 500 in here just for pressurization's sake. DMERU, or GPS required, or radar required, RNAV 1. For our non-RMP aircraft landing on 16 left, center right, expect radar vectors to final approach course. Prior to fashion, so you'll get vectors prior to fashion. So, note on the left, Hawk 7 RNAV arrival into Seattle. Speed restriction turbojet aircraft, descent via Mach number until intercepting 280 knots, maintain 290 knots until slowed by the star. Via Krieger, it's track 343 onwards to Hawks at 270 knots at 12,000 or above. Then it's going to be 023 to Lynn, or line, I guess. 022 to Pix, or Pickes, between 12,000 and 15,000 at 250 knots. Then to Kofei on 001. 351 to Brevi, between 10,000 and 11,000. 350 to Nets, 230 knots above 8,000. Then 344 to K West. Then tracking afterwards, 344 to Fashion at 6,210 knots. We'll expect vectors to that point. So on to the ILS for 16 into Seattle, which will be, not for you guys, but for me at least, 16 right, be 1075. Throw that on top now. Final approach course of 164. Auto brake, we'll set to 1 for now until I can figure out where we're parking, which according to this we're parking at Charlie 20. Charlie 20 is on the Concourse C, so it's near Mike. So if we can plan to exit Mike, or where Mike is for 16 center, let's take a look at an airport diagram here. So if we can aim for a November exit, the runway is 8,500 feet long. So if we go to performance, landing, 16 right, conditions are dry, no credit, flaps 30, AC on, auto brakes. We'll go auto brakes 1, nothing's wrong. Wind in Seattle, variable at 5, so I'll just call it 160 at 5, just for sake of the wind, or just for performance. 11 degrees, 30, 24. So landing distance required is 6396. Just trying to see, that should actually put us right on November for an auto brake 1. So that's for me trying to be optimistic. It's hard to plan. I just kind of try to split it down the middle. Like, okay, the middle of the runway is here, 8,500 feet. What's half of 8,500, right? So you try to like do the math. 6,300 should spit us out in November. If I got to take the manual brake off, then it'll be fine either way. So we'll plan a November exit. We'll cross at November. Then we'll make a left turn and we'll take it in at that point into the gate. So like I said, Charlie 20, I think it was. Charlie 20. Okay. We are pretty much ready for the descent, so I'll throw this down. We'll go down to 6,000 for now. And we'll be back when we start going in. Okay, so we're just about to start the descent down here. I'm going to give you guys a nice view all the way in of Seattle, just from the outside view. The airplane will sequence itself nicely, hopefully, all the way in. I did everything according to plan. So, I'll chat with you guys when we hit about 10,000 feet. Okay, through 10,000 feet now, lights are going on. did forget to set my altimeter before I walked away, which is a big rip. It'd be golden. Golden. Okay, so we're coming up to nets, and after that we'll get vectors. We'll probably just stay on the same heading here, because this is when they start sequencing them in. What I am going to do is I'm going to get the next plate up here, just to see where it sets me up for a good final. So if I turn CLAC to 12.7 DME final, I think, let's see here. AGAN is, yeah, AGAN will work out nicely. The CLAC is the initial fix. Yeah, so AGAN's 15.8 DME, so that will work out nicely, actually. Back up, 16.8, Seattle VLR. Oh, also, I forgot to set my minimums, by the way, which is using Rado, I'm using 615. Just because I forgot to set that. 615 set, there we go. So ref is set, baro is set, altimeter is set, ILS is set. Missed approach if required out of here. Climb to 900 feet, then climb on heading 195, heading 195, and outbound on Seattle Radio 201 to cross T-Seed, which is DME 6.0. At or below 2,000, then climb to 5,000 outbound radio 261 to Zurli, 15 DME and hold. Continue climb in hold to 5,000. So pretty much hit the missed approach point, heading 195, then cross TC, which is 3 miles away, at or below 2,000, then 210 at 2,000, I guess, all the way over. So there's 1,000 above. Out for, again, 5,000. So if we turn about 5,000, yeah. So we'll continue down to, we'll keep it at 6 for now. So we're going to be turning just inside Sealick and AGAN here. And then we'll start to descend to about, oh, actually, we'll bug 4,000 in there. Of course, now activated there. So once this lines up here, starts lining up, we'll start our base turn. Look at our cross track. We're on a 4-mile cross track right now. We'll start getting the airplane configured. So we'll go flaps 2. We'll bug 2. Once we hit about a 2-mile cross track, 1.8 or so, roughly, we'll start our intercept heading there, which will be 130. Probably end up making it a little bit tighter. So our little shallower is about 125. There we go, we'll start going 125. Arm deload, which is probably intercept right away. There we go. On the approach now. fields coming into sight. There's wide scope capture, and there's the airport. Very beautiful day here in Seattle. About 7 miles, we'll put gear down and start getting the airplane configured for touchdown at that point. How much of a pain in the butt do you think it is to get airplanes in and out of Boeing Field there? The SeaTac just to the south there. There's just gotta be a little bit of a pain. Okay, there's 7 miles, go flaps 5. Gear down. See why taxiway Tango there, which is just to the right of 16 Center there, can be confused. But people have confused it as a runway before. It's like the exact same length. Break up. First green. Smash the walls down. Nope. And we make our November exit. 70 knots. 60 knots manual braking. Because Charlie 20 is too small. Okay, Charlie 17 it is, I guess. Alaska. Okay, we'll clean it up. Quick flight. One more runway to cross, and we can turn the strobe lights off. ATG is available. So right here, all these gates right here, where you'll see a lot of the 175s parked in the dash gates. You have to go down. They actually model very nicely. You got to go down this stupid long bridge here to board the airplanes, which is pretty cool. You get the board inside. There you go. So these are the doors. Door 4, so I've boarded through door 4 before. 5, 6, 7, so you can still tell you what door inside, so you'll go at like gate, whatever it is. So you'll be like, you're going out of door 6. It's very similar. They're doing very similar in Portland. So. And soon, coming back here for the summer soon, they'll be operating the 737s back to Vancouver on this route. So, very popular route. Very quiet in the winter. They just operate 175s and dash 8s, and so does Air Canada Jazz. Tax lights off. We were planning to go into Charlie 20 here, but we're going to go to Charlie 17, which is right next to it. For some reason they can't seem to squeeze a 900 in the 20 here, so we'll squeeze into the 17 instead. For some reason he's waving his hands all frantically at me. I guess I see you. A little tight on the turn there. God, how close is this guy getting me? I have to move down in my seat just to see where I am. I'm close enough. That wasn't a very good parking. Well, your marshalling skills were like that of a potato, so. that should kick off automatically, which it did. Here we go. Let's get these people off. What did I say, 38 minutes? 35, did it even better. Shaved 3 minutes off the flight, I love it. Well, that's it for today. I got the airplane all put to bed here. It's going to get towed over to the hangar. They're going to put some work on it before it heads up probably to Anchorage next time. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click that like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button. Any suggestions you have for videos, let me know in the comment section down below. I try my best to accommodate and any ideas that you may have. So thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, blue skies, white clouds. We'll see you soon.